going to try this again with a different truck. I have less help this time. But my help couldn't make it. He's got to take some with the doctor, so some things are more important than others. I am taking my trailer. The truck is stated as not running. It is a 91 short bed, regular cab, 318 truck. Pretty much going to make sure the crank turns over, considering whether the guy will let me pull spark plugs or not. Because I do have a little bore scope where I can look down the cylinders, but if it turns over, it might be okay. The main thing is we're going to go check out another truck and see how it comes out. Alright, do it again. Alright, so the truck is super straight. Had some electrical fire issues, which I was not too worried about. They're all pretty straight, still connected, nothing crazy. I pulled spark plugs and put a bore scope down these first 3 cylinders. Cylinders 4 and 6 look like they had a blown head gasket at some point.
I'm nervous on the surface, I look fine. My brain feels heavy, my traumatized mind. And I'm so tired, I can't feel my eyes. Whoa, whoa. I'm petty, but I know how to lie. I feel feelings that I can't describe. I'm not breathing, but I'm still alive. Whoa, whoa. But I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up yet. I feel that it's my time, so I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got. So I'ma give it everything, I'ma give it everything I got.
And have the motor locked up. So, being that I need something that's a pretty quick flip, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to walk away. And the only reason I can't is because I got no place to put it if I can't get it running. So, gentleman selling it watched the bore scope with me, and you know, he was kind of as interested as I was to see anything in there. And it was just it's not meant to be. He even made me a really decent offer, but I just got no place to put it. So it'll get a good home somewhere, I'm sure. Alright, so we got wrapped up with that guy. He was really good guy. The part I didn't record was me trying to turn the engine over. Did it with a breaker bar first, and the breaker bar tightened the bolt. And then finally the bolt got tight enough that it should have been turning the motor over. And then added my normal cheater bar to it, and all it did was tighten the bolt. At which point I started fiddling around with the spark plug. He said, "Well, if you want to take spark plugs out, you can take a look." I said, "Okay." And I did have my bore scope. So put my bore scope down number 1 cylinder, number 2 cylinder. Number 2 looked clean. I mean, had a little rust, surface rust on the cylinder wall, but that was about it. And then I pulled the plugs on 4 and 6. When I pulled the plug on 4, there was a gap between the cylinder head and the engine block that I could see with the bore scope, where the head gasket should have been. And you could tell there was water intrusion there. Pulled number 6 plug, number 6 looks like where the real trouble happened. When I pulled the number 6 plug, there was rust on the plug itself, which is always a bad indicator. And then when I put the bore scope in that cylinder, it was clearly not good. I'll show that bore scope video so you can see what I'm talking about.
Why do I still have hope? So many days have passed. I wait around for things to change, but change has not come fast. I'm asking all the questions, but then I question them. Like, what's the point of living, existing when you can't see a God in flesh? I'm looking for the answers, they say to pray instead. I think I'll find them one day, but with a helping hand. I know that it's not easy, but I believe I will. Yeah, I'll get over all my fears and really conquer everything. I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up yet. I feel that it's my time, so I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got. So I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got. I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got.
Guy made me a serious offer to go ahead and sell it. But I just, being that I have a 2-car garage and no land of my own to store something like that on, I just couldn't take him up on it. He would have had to been way too low, and I was not going to insult him with an offer where I would have needed to be. So he still got the truck, I still got my money, spent a little gas. The rest of the truck was pretty astounding. It is a one-owner truck, 120,000 and something miles originally, because it has the modern, odometer, which keeps track beyond 100,000. Frame looked good, body looked good, had a dent in the cab corner, which I wasn't worried about. I could see that in the ad. But now he has a little more information for his ad, and anything that anybody asks him, he can tell them. And I will keep looking, but I need something that I can move pretty quick. I don't need something I've already got the Dart to work on. And that's a giant project. It's an everything project. And if you get into pulling the engine, instead of just getting the engine running, it's more project than I can handle now, because I need something I can get running pretty quick, turn and flip. And that truck, running and driving is $5,000 truck. So if the engine was decent, it would have been a go, and I would have bought another truck, or I would have bought the first truck, because this is the second one I've looked at that didn't pan out. But I'll keep a lookout and share it as they come.